Hello, Internet. Demagen here. People are having a newlith off, apparently, on the docks. Because that's a thing that happens. We are back. We are in Altitia 2.0, also known as Sholian. And we are going to talk to Alice, because I'm assuming this episode we're going to get to go to Labyrinthos. And I think this... I didn't click this beforehand. We should tell the others what we've learned about the Gleaners. Go ahead to Numenon, and I'll join you in a moment. Master Dickon will want his cups back. Do. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. But it's growing on me. Don't say it. Now, some of you might be wondering, Dema, why are you running everywhere? We have an Ethernet for a reason. It's like, because I want to try and at least vaguely learn the layout of the city. Though it is quite small, so realistically, it's not all that difficult. It's quite well designed, actually. You know, they've gone from the two tiers of Ishgard to the single tier, but slight complications of Doma. To the two tiers of the Crystarium. And the three tiers of Yulmore. Although, let's be honest, did anybody ever really go down to the middle or bottom tiers of Yulmore? I think most people only went there for the vendors at the top, which were handily placed. Coil! How you doing, me lass? Welcome back, Demagen. Been for a walk and cleared your head, have you? Had a revelation, Kryl. Not exactly. We did some impromptu investigating and turned up information on the Gleaners. I love the fact that we're all just stood around in a circle. It makes sense. The Gleaners take their requests directly from institutions and bureaucrats. But as you say, they ultimately answer to the Forum. A sudden and completely the opposite of what that actually says. A sudden and significant increase in Gleaner traffic and in cargo certainly gives the impression of an overarching plan being put into motion. Let us see what theory we can build from the facts. As Ystolo observed earlier, Numenon's archives appear to contain no information concerning the final days. Coupled with what Demagen and Alice learned at the last stand, we can be reasonably sure that most Sharlayans know nothing of that particular period of ancient history. Yet my father and his colleagues are not only familiar with the final days, but are also somehow certain that the destruction being perpetrated by the Slothroy is wholly unlike these apocalyptic events. Moreover, the Forum claims to be so occupied by a duty of such pressing importance that they saw fit to unanimously deny Eorzea's request for aid. And now, the Gleaners, official agents of the state, have been mobilised on an unprecedented scale. I do not think it a stretch to conclude that the Gleaners' recent activities are in service to the Forum's secret events. In which case, our next course of action seems obvious. We visit Labyrinthos and assess the situation for ourselves, and if we're lucky, the Gleaners will be far more receptive to our questions. Anything will be better than... no. What should we expect down there? Oh, I'd hate to spoil the surprise. As for myself, there are a few more subjects I should like to research. I may join you later, but feel free to leave behind your borrowed books and be on your way. I'll see to it that each is returned to its proper place. That would be a great help. Thank you, Raha. Raha has something in mind. Let's head down the stairs over there and I'll show you where the entrance is. The game does a really good job, actually, of compartmentalising people. What's your step in Labyrinthos? It's rather more perilous than a simple storehouse, although that would likely make the experience all the more attractive to an adventurer like you. You're not wrong, Graha. You're not wrong. Betty, Labyrinthos is not too far from here, but you may find the path a bit disorienting. I'll take the lead, so stay close. Follow Alice and try not to fall behind. That is not a brisk walk, Alice. I can crawl faster than this. It's pleasant here among the trees. It is nice, but we really should move along. Are you going to break into a... Now we run. Try to keep up. That's better. I can hit auto run. Look, Ma, no hands. Keep to the path, straight ahead. We cross this bridge. Archon's design. Up here? It's these doors here, isn't it? No, it's not. Darn. Right, this is the rostra. Not far now. Oh. I got a weird feeling then of going up to the cathedral in Bloodborne and then heading down the side for the Witch's Hamlet. Oh, here we are. Through this door and down the stairs. You did remember to attune to the shard bath there, didn't you? It will make your life much easier if you need to come back in a hurry. Otherwise, we should keep moving. Yes, Alice, I have attuned to the shards. Up. Come, Vidya. Uh-oh. Elevators. Chocobo Keep. Here? Ooh. Ooh. Hi, friends. How did the Form learn of the final days, and exactly how much do they know? More to the point, what do they intend to do about it? Hopefully the answer to at least one of those questions lies below. You didn't take a wrong turn into the rostra there, did you? I doubt the Form would take kindly to you barging into a private session. No, I followed you, directly. I've not been to Labyrinthos in the longest time. Even as a student, my visits were few and far between. We're all here now, yes. I've taken the liberty of securing permission for our group's descent. Right, everyone onto the lift. And down we go. Right, what's this going to be like? Finger on the screenshot button. Straight away.
Deep beneath the scholar's city shines a false sun within a fabricated sky.
Wow.
In any age exist those who consider the floor an extension of their bookshelves. And this vault's architects surely belonged to that special breed.
Uh-huh.
If the stack grows too high, start a new one. If no room remains, then make more rooms. A simple solution at first, and then bit by bit, a profound transformation.
Cheeps.
Knowledge, buried beneath knowledge, a growing, creeping labyrinth from which there is no escape.
The northern empty Labyrinthos. But it's not quite stepping out into Amarot, is it?
Not what you expected. I must admit, the artifice is very convincing. But I assure you that we are beneath Sharlayan itself. The breeze you feel, the flowing waters you hear, all created by the hand of man.
The island is volcanic, you see, and once upon a time this great hollow must have been a reservoir for magma.
Ah.
It was discovered some 400 years ago,
Alistair's just ran off.
at which point it was repurposed as a storage facility for scrolls and samples and such. Renovations have continued, with nigh on no interruption to this day, with the lower levels still undergoing expansion.
And now it's a bunker.
Aren't those people gleaners?
Aye, judging by their dress. They are said to work alone as a rule, but 'twould seem that rule is being enthusiastically broken today.
Enthusiastically broken. I like that turn of phrase.
It may be as you suspected, that they are engaged in a task apart from the norm.
Let's spread out and get some answers then.
Nod.
Ugh.
Ooh.
Did you call to me just now?
Uh-oh.
No. How odd. I must be a bit dizzy from the descent.
Is this the after effects of what was done to her by Xenos, Aeol?
I'll be fine, I'm sure. Let's get to work, shall we?
Obviously, my mind goes to that, as opposed to, it's Heidelin. Right, let's take a proper look at this place. Ooh, yes, the new... New achievements panel. Right. Okay, that's sizable. 81, 88. So this is, again, a zone of 2 parts. What is that? Oh, it's the bear dog thing. It's a troll, apparently. Uh, 311 arms to the east. That's this way. Ooh. This is very cool. And obviously having the addition of those panels that make up the skybox is very cool as well. Wonder how different this looks in the day. Yeah, because obviously you've got the artificial sun up there. I wonder, I assume they've got a fancy animation to go with it. Omenville. You're here to help or give me more headaches, because you don't have the look of a gleaner, and I'm in no mood for idle chatter. One of my colleagues was so exhausted he took a tumble and crashed into a pile of crates. Now I have a pack of marmots running loose. Okay, everybody's knackered. Let me think. The rear seed should be item 1058, cumin seeds 1059, snowball berries 1060, or were they 1061? Ugh, my head feels like it's stuffed with mocha grass. Why more loads to take out than carry in? They need more space for people? Why do all this at once and mixing it up? What if someone mistakes the Kurthan carrots for the Girabanian carrots? What then? Huh. That's odd. Dobbin. You want to know what I'm doing? Hauling books and all, and fauna. If it needs hauling, I haul it. Every decade or so they take stock in Labyrinthos. You know, sort of tidy up the inventory. Never seen an operation like this before, though. I just did one a few summers ago, even. Then with no one at all, this mess gets dropped in our laps. Orders from on high. Damned if I know the reason. Could be that they're changing the layout, eh? Preparing for the next big expansion. Huh. Are they? Yeah. That's my impression. Any luck, Demagen? What tales do the gleaners have to tell? Taking stock, large shipments, exhausted gleaners. So, this grand operation began without warning, and for every item they bring in, they're sending more inventory somewhere else. That would explain the haggard faces I've been seeing. We were right, the Forum is definitely up to something, and they're turning Labyrinthos upside down in the process. Maybe they're having to relocate because they've dug too deep. You now have Ethernet access to the Hall of Artifice. Okay. Glorified rat catcher. That's us. We would do well to learn more of what specifically the gleaners are being tasked to do, as well as who has tasked them to do it. If you're game, Demagen, I have an idea. I am always game. Didn't one of the gleaners you questioned say something about escaped marmots? Perhaps if you were to help him capture said creatures, he might be inclined towards a more friendly and enlightening conversation. In the meantime, I'll turn my charms upon this gleaner here. I don't think you should say that when you're right in front of him, Kryle. We can compare notes afterwards. Happy hunting. But he's clearly listening because he was following us. His head was following us, I mean. Hello again, Erenville. I forgot what voice I gave you. You wish to help me find the marmots? I've nothing suitable to pay for your services, but you're offering out of the goodness of your heart, I'd welcome the assistance. Leave it to me, for I am good. The name's Erenville, friend, specialist in the collection of live specimens. That said, the capture of these Nasham marmots is a trial I've no desire to repeat. Grizzled mice, they call them. For mercy, there are no other marmot species on this tier at present, so there should be no mistaking our little fugitives. If you happen to catch any, stuff them in this sack. Gently, of course. That's somebody's minion. Where to begin, you wonder? I've not seen any scamping around here, so you will need to widen our search into the surrounding forest. Be on your guard. There are beasts out there that won't hesitate to pry on a marmot. Or you. I'll search the trees to the west. The eastern part of the forest is all yours. Good luck. I feel like I've been here already. Mornvale Forest. Right, we're going on a marmot hunt. And I've found a grizzled mouse straight away. Oh, more enemies have joined the fray. Do do do. Take that. Blatted. Thank you, sir. What actually are you? Are you an astrologian? Grizzled moose. Chirp? Squeak? No. He ran off. control. I see you. Do 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 do. Flat. I have this sack. Let me put you in it. No! Bitch. Bar steward. Troll ruffians? Ooh. Oh. No, that wasn't a thing. That was somebody's mount. Yes, we're going upstairs. Pay to win store mount is pay to win. Oh, hold on. You're over here. All this work just for one mouse. Well done, us. Glorified rat catcher. And not very good at it either, it seems. Hello, Ormville. How'd you fare? I tracked down 3 of the pack, which leaves 1 unaccounted for. Ah, there's the odd marmot out. Well done, us. Wait here a moment while I put our friends in a holding cage. And he was never seen again. Savaged by marmots. Okay. Thankfully, the marmots seem to be unarmed. They've held up well in isolation, but it's much too soon to release them into the habitat. It's a good thing we were able to recapture them so swiftly. You have my thanks. What will you do with the marmots now? That's for the Forum to decide. They're the guiding authority behind Labyrinthos after all, and this job was but one small part of this great inventory of theirs. Suitable for consumption and easy to breed. Those were the 2 conditions I was given for the stock I was instructed to procure. I don't know what the Forum has planned for these creatures, but at the very least, I doubt they'll be served for dinner today or tomorrow. There you are, Temujin. Is this the gleaner you mentioned? The only one who was looking for lost marmots? See. Interesting company you keep, friend. Who are you folk, anyway? I'm Quile, with the students of Baldasian. These others are my associates. Truth be told, the Forum's decisions of late have not sat entirely well with us. That is why we've made the descent into Labyrinthos. We hope that by seeing those decisions put into action, we might more fully understand their reasoning. Wise and practical. Never hurts to try and gain a broader perspective, does it? Anyway, duty calls. Other animals to capture and enclosures to empty. Once again, I'm sorry I can't offer you more for your services. Toodles. Did you learn anything new from your friend there? They're breeding them for food and livestock. So, we've confirmed that the order for this ambitious operation did indeed come directly from the Forum. However, the Gleaners have not been informed of its purpose. I'd say that fits with everything we've heard thus far. We also discovered when the operation was begun. The Forum contacted the Gleaners Guild ship and put their people to this great work some 4 days after the Telothroi made their chilling declaration. As seasoned travellers, the Gleaners keep abreast of news from every corner of the world out of necessity. Thus am I inclined to trust that their calendar of events is accurate. Altogether, it gives the distinct impression that this undertaking was a sudden and unexpected development. And I find it hard to believe that such a comprehensive restructuring of Labyrinthos and its archives could have been planned in so brief a window. Nay, this plan was long in the making. They were but awaiting the right time to put it into effect. And the Telophorus Declaration was what set it all in motion? It seems likely. Let us not leap to conclusions just yet. For the moment, I suggest we conduct a wider investigation of Labyrinthos. The more facilities we visit, the more pieces of the puzzle we stand to find. In that case, how about we head to the Archaeon? From there, we can reach the lower... File? What's wrong? I'm fine. Truly. The sudden descent has left me with a bit of a headache, that's all. No, it's not. Clearly. Nothing that will stop me from soldiering on. Let's be about it, then. At least allow me to take the lead. I'm fairly certain I remember the way to the Archaeon. We follow the path east, through the forest, where you were chasing after that mouse, or marmot, was it? Anyway, it is the trolls you need to watch out for. Nod. Yes, something is happening to Kyle. And I think it may be worthwhile to look into... I can't think of anything that rhymes. Do 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 do. Right, it's getting on for dawn. So I'm assuming... It's getting light, clearly. Turn this off for a second. Huh. I'm assuming that the big sun thing is going to light up. Oops. I've fallen into a river by not looking where I was going. How very me. Oh no, not buoys. I want to see if this lights up like a really funky light bulb. Huh? Nice. Oh, this is not the music I was expecting. Kyle, don't worry about me. I'm hale and healthy. In fact, I'm beginning to suspect that... Let's discuss this later. The investigation demands our undivided attention. This is the foremost material archive in Charlene. I should love to explore its treasures shelf by shelf, but I fear we have little time for such indulgences. Were you caught in mist on the way here? The sprayers keep the air humid, so the habitat feels as close as possible to a natural forest. Behold, the Archaeon. As Numenon serves as Charlene's literary archive, so does this structure house the city's wealth of material data. The architecture, too, is similar. The building you see is merely the upper entrance, an entrance access point to the vaults carved into the cliffside itself. Within those vast rooms are stored countless samples and specimens, as well as the detailed records which describe them. In a manner of speaking, the Archaeon contains a physical history of Charlene's unwavering dedication to the accumulation of knowledge. So we've got rings by the look of it heading downwards towards the highest. Yeah. So outer, medial, central. They're not full rings, they're plateaus, I guess. Deeper into the maze. Well, we won't learn anything of value standing out here. Let us proceed into the main building and speak with the custodian. Ba, 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 ba. The gemstone trader is now ready. Yes, it's just random stuff. Which is fine. Did I attune to this aetherite? I did. Well done, me. Actually using my brain. I do that now and again. Hello, Mr. Custodian. Oh, that's a frog. Frogger with a cane. Greetings. We are here to peruse the Archaeon's vaults. Peruse? You are clearly not gleaners, then. Might I ask your affiliation? We belong to the students of Baldessian, but is that relevant? I was given the belief that the vaults, those open to the public at least, were open to the public. Ordinarily, yes, that would be the case. At present, however, access is restricted. Only persons directly involved in the reorganization efforts are permitted to enter. Not us, then. I suppose we'd better move along to another facility. This building has a lift which connects to the middle tier, yes? Might we at least make use of that? That service has also been suspended, I'm afraid. For the time being, priority has been given over to the conveyance of inventory. Let's stick Kryl in a crate. Wait, so this is as far as we can go? I apologise for the inconvenience. Please come again after our restructuring operation is concluded. That time it would be too late. We were so close to getting answers. We need to rethink our approach. Let us step outside for the moment, shall we? Yes, and not discuss our plan right in front of the guy. Students of Baldessian. Huh. Wow. Snobby. Ba, 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 da, ba. The form must be wary of exposure indeed to so heavily restrict the use of public institutions. If they're going to close off facilities, then they ought to announce it. The students must be furious. Labyrinthos is constructed in the shape of a mortar. The upper layer is called the outer circuit, and the medial circuit lies one tier below us. I'm pretty certain I just said that. We are at an impasse. As we have no other leads, I should like to pursue this one further. But I doubt that our stone-faced custodian will be swayed by heartfelt pleas. We must seek another means to access the lower levels. Oh. It is likely that the people in this area are involved in the restructuring in one way or another. If we were to ingratiate ourselves, they might allow us to accompany them on the lift. Let us ask around. Surely someone is in need of a few strong backs to lighten the load. And you just know it's going to be me that does all the work. Because that is how this works. Hello, bemused students. Am I taking the lift? Oh no, we're just students. They won't let us into the arcane, even though we found... Actually, we have no idea what it is we found. There's no record of such a creature anywhere. It was running around tranquility, and so we thought to donate it to the vaults. What a little squeal, don't you think? No, I suppose we'll have to take care of it until the arcane is opened again. What's in the box? Bone-weary worker. What's that? Take it down on the lift with me? Sorry, not a chance. I've been up and down all day, and only now have I finally found a spare moment to rest. I did see a gleaner fellow heading out the gate there, though. Shouldering a large pack, engaged in some manner of task. Maybe he'll be headed down below after he's done with whatever it is he's doing. Maybe. I wonder if it's our friend. This music is so odd. Aha. Oh, it is. Quiet, you're fighting it away. Ah, it's you again. I didn't mean to be rude, but I'm in the middle of another task. The cloudkin I need to capture is close, very close. Where am I? Oh, I'm there, in the middle of my chocobo. Huh, you wish to help me with this too? You spend your time in unusual ways, my friend. Still, 2 hunters are generally better than 1. Very well. The canal here is a common gathering spot for birds of all kinds, but the one that I'm after today is the hornbill. Its feathers are green and its cry a distinctive caw. Single it out and shoot it with this sleeping dart. Okay. The effects are short-lived, so I'll lie in wait down by the riverbank to claim our quarry. Be sure to hit the right one. Move to the designated location and sedate the targets. Huh, okay. Been a while since I've done one of these. Bullseye! Hit the right bird with the darts. Now I'm intrigued as to what happens if I hit the wrong bird. Duty failed. All too easy. With my kind of accuracy and the ability to hit beavers, I seem exceedingly happy with myself.
A fair shot.
Randomly, he's got a voice.
Nicely done. Let me truss this one up and I'll make my way over to you.
So they've gone for the proper Icelandic Vieira voice. Now, take us on a lift. This must be an important cutscene.
There you are. Any new revelations?
So you met with that gleaner again, this time to capture a hornbill.
Yep.
I understand catching and bringing in creatures from the outside, but what's the point of chasing after ones already here?
Movements?
Oh, it's a simple thing, really. Occasionally, we remove specimens no longer needed for study, or those we've had difficulty raising. But we can't simply turn them loose.
They've gone native.
Safely returning such creatures to their native habitats is another facet of a cleaner's duties. But not in this case, I'm afraid. I've been asked to bring the bird below.
Tone.
The restricted section in the lower levels of Labyrinthos. Open only to a select few researchers hand-picked by the Forum. The projects down there are the subject of rumor and hearsay. Forbidden
Oops, oh shite.
Those who are, the researchers
Sorry.
involved in this secretive work, are not permitted to walk freely in the city, and are instead required to live in isolated quarters.
Oh.
What could a facility subject to such strict security protocols possibly need with a hornbill? An experiment?
Possibly. I wasn't afforded an explanation. But judging by the requisition list given to me and my colleagues, I doubt it's for any kind of advanced research. I'd be more inclined to believe we were making preparations to migrate to the south. Mericidia or thereabouts.
What? Why would you say that?
Much of the flora and fauna we were asked to procure could serve as reliable sources of sustenance. They're comparatively hardy species too, able to endure harsh climates. And among them are specimens known to be effective in improving soil quality and purifying water.
Yeah, so not just for migrating south, but also surviving for a prolonged period of time.
When you put it that way, migration does sound like a reasonable assumption.
That's all it is, though. An assumption. Through our tasks, we gleaners glimpse only bits and pieces of the Forum's plans. Our prime concern is that our requisitions, be they living or otherwise, are properly preserved for the knowledge of future generations.
I feel like the Forum are abusing the Gleaners.
Now, I really must be going. I regret that I cannot reward you as you deserve.
What the fact he's got a pair of boots strapped to his pack? Oh, we've learned quite a lot from him.
Perhaps you might reward us after a fashion then. It is imperative that we reach the lower levels. And seeing as you are already set to descend with your assigned cargo, mayhap we could accompany you as your assistants.
Stolar's hair is still really pixely.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. Once the animals have been prepared for transport, we send them down separately via the lift.
We're going to get in the boxes, aren't we?
I will, of course, follow after to make my report, but I can hardly pass you off as porters when there's nothing left to carry.
Indeed. Pray forget I said anything.
We're going in the boxes.
How do you feel about climbing? If you've strength and
Or
the
not.
courage to brave it, then there is another way down.
Strength and courage is what we're made of.
This path leads to the 33rd facet, a mine shaft excavated during one of our expansions of Labyrinthos. While I cannot guarantee that the passage is safe to traverse,
Killed
it should
gods,
provide
mate.
access to the medial circuit below.
I never even knew such a place existed. Thank you. This is the perfect solution.
Why is it not guarded then?
You're quite welcome, but consider yourselves.
Oh, is it
warned.
just because it's
If the going
dangerous?
proves too treacherous,
I suppose
you will
that makes
return.
sense for people that are scholars
I
and not
bid you a good
therefore
day.
skilled in martial arms.
Well, turning back is hardly an option, not when we've come this far. Let's go and take a look at this mine shaft.
Yes, let's. Yes, I turned V-Shade off during that cutscene because Stolar's hair was looking weird, but even without it on, Stolar's hair looks weird. Which is a bit of a shame. Nice. Oh! The haptic stuff's working now. It wasn't yesterday. That's a level 80 quest. Fate, even. I never would have noticed this cave on my own. Thank the scholar that Owenville knew of it, and that you were there to persuade him to share. It's what I do. I took a quick peek inside, but it's awfully dark in there. The medial circuit which Owenville mentioned is the tier directly below us. Unlike the lowest level of Labyrinthos, with its rigid security, one can usually roam the middle layer quite freely. Let us see what we might find. This must be it, the entrance to the mine shaft. 'Tis faint, but I hear something moving within. Creatures homed there by the researchers, you think? Well, slavering beasts aside, we will need to watch our footing. We should tighten our straps and such before we continue. Okay. Ooh. What have I actually got on? Oh, I've got 520 stuff on my head. Oh, I don't actually need as much stuff as I thought on this. Oh well, never mind. What's it look like? Nothing exciting particularly. Never mind. Right, that is going to be it for that episode. Because that's been 50 minutes, well, 52 minutes of recording. And even with cutting out the little bit of exploratory stuff that I did, I suspect it's going to be a substantial enough episode as it is. So, we shall pop back next time to explore the depths of the medial circuits. Until then, folks, hope you have enjoyed this video and my commentary. If you have, leave a like, and I'll catch you all in tomorrow's. Assuming I'm releasing these once a day as opposed to twice a day, which I might have to, considering how many of them there's going to be. Who knows? Catch you next time, regardless. Happy end walking. Toodles.
Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.